Hello, welcome to week 6 of classroom assessment. I hope that you had a chance to submit your technology assessments, and I look forward to seeing those. I hope it provided you with a chance to review the different types of assessments that we've been learning about from chapters 5 to 9 so far, and gave you a chance to learn some new technologies that hopefully one day you can use in your classroom, or at any other place if you're not going into education. So this is the final week of learning about the different types of assessments. And so first in the week you need to focus on affective assessment, which is in chapter 10. And so make sure that you have read chapter 10 and you have watched the video that's included here. On chapter 10. And then also there is a supplemental reading that focuses in on affective assessment. So affective assessments are a little different in that instead of assessing students' content knowledge, they assess students' feelings or moods or attitudes or beliefs. And so it's a good type of formative assessment, something that you give either before you introduce a topic to find out how students feel about it, what they think their knowledge is, or to assess during your instruction to see what they are struggling with or how they understand the topic. So just be sure that you have a clear understanding of that. And the supplemental reading provides some examples. And then also this week, as your review, you'll be completing your assessment portfolio. And so I've talked about this before when we started chapter 6. But just as a review, in the assessment portfolio, you'll be providing examples for each type of assessment. And hopefully this is something that you've worked on while you've been reading each chapter. But just be sure that you go back through. It should serve as a review for your exam that you'll take at the end of the week. And so for selected response, you need to provide at least 2 examples that go along with a TEK or TEKS of your choice. For constructed response, you need at least 2 examples that go along with your TEK or TEKS. For performance, you just need to describe a performance task, and that doesn't have to be something that students are performing. It can also be if they made, say, a diorama of a cell in biology, or perhaps they were working on a paper in your English class, but it's something different than selected or constructed response. It's something that's going to be more project-based. And then for this one, you just need to make a rubric. So be sure that you provide the TEK, explain what the project is, and then make a rubric. And just make sure that your rubric assesses what the TEK asks. So if it's about making a cell diorama, you wouldn't take off for the color or spelling or things like that. A small percentage is fine. And then for the portfolio, this is going to be something that's a compilation over time. So it could be a selection of students' writing samples. It could be students' math homework over a unit. It could be students' notes. It could be a research paper and all the different components, like an outline and peer review. So anything that is students would hand in that has lots of different parts that's been done over time. So that's, again, for the portfolio, provide the specific TEK, and then a rubric that would assess their portfolio. And also, similar to the performance, make sure that you've provided an example of, make sure that you've provided me the instructions or the gist of what the portfolio is. And then finally, for affective assessments that you're learning about this week, choose a couple of TEKs, and then I want you to create at least 2 affective items. So if your TEKs have to do with multiplying 2-digit numbers, you could have a statement such as, I feel comfortable multiplying 2-digit numbers, or I understand how to use different methods to multiply 2-digit numbers. Again, you're not assessing their knowledge of it, you're assessing their beliefs or attitudes or motivations, and you can look at the examples to help you with that. So you can do whatever you feel comfortable with to complete the portfolio if you want to do it in a table or a chart, or if you just want to do it in a document. Just make sure it's uploaded as a PDF. And then here's 2 examples for you to look at. This is due by the end of the week into the Dropbox. So again, it should help you reviewing for the first exam. And so then the other thing that you'll do at the end of this week is to take your exam. So I will be posting a review, a short video that talks about what the exam is, the number of questions, the amount of time, and then I'll have a brief document that kind of explains the parts of what you need to focus on in each chapter for the exam. So this is something that you'll take towards the end of the week after you've submitted your portfolio. So if you have questions after reviewing the video and all of the other videos and documents, please feel free to post to the course questions or send me an email. Thank you.